Hello everyone, my name is Hisham. I'm the owner of Clemson Aeronautics, where we make the riveting and dimpling system. I took the video clips for this video yesterday, and I really messed up as far as the numbers is concerned, and I think if I play it, I'll be confusing everybody. So I needed to square away the numbers correctly before I put them on there, and I'm just going to run two clips. The first clip is where we manufacture this rivet squeezer yoke. It's a 4-inch no-hole yoke. I will just be running the operation where we drilled the hole for the squeezer pin to go through the yoke, just to see the technology that we used in-house here. Second clip, I will be explaining what I've done in the videos that you are about to see in regards to the rudder. As far as the rivet sizes that I used, the first one is a 3-3, and then after that I used a 3-4 all the way. If you are building an RV-14A, let me just organize your thought on the process here so you can see what you're getting into, and maybe this would help you some. In the plans, we're not supposed to put the rudder horn brace in place before you start riveting here. What you're supposed to do is do the first 8 rivets up here on the left skin. Then do the pop rivets here all the way to the end. Then put the rudder horn brace in place and rivet it. Then rivet these rivets on the horn brace first, then finish those up here. I think it would be a good idea, while you are doing the right skin, to leave out the first 2 rivets here, the first 2 most forward rivets, so when you put the horn brace in place, it would be a lot easier because it's very tight fit here. Then after you do that and you rivet it in place, you can put these 2 rivets with ease. One of the things that I had to do while I'm using the pop rivet puller, I had to use the small nut because I couldn't reach the rivet. The rivet had kept on pulling out. So I used the nut, but if you can look closely, you can see a mark here on the rivet head. It is a little bit proud, and you can see it is a little different here. It's nice and clean rivet, but the nut did the trick. And having said that, I still think using a nut is a must, but maybe not in nut. I have enough technology in this shop to make something that would work out better than this nut. It needs to be the exact size of the rivet stem. The rivet puller, the smallest one is a little bit too small, and when we go, it just it lacks 0.02 of an inch to be good. So I need to make something that's in the shape of this nut, just a round piece of metal that have a hole in it the size of the stem, and that's what I'm gonna do before I pop rip it anymore. And also I will take that smallest one of the rivet puller heads, and I'm gonna increase the size of the hole to 70,000 so I can use with my use on these size pop rivets, because obviously there's a lot of them. In the rudder counterbalance area, I was really worried about these rivets right here. I had the opportunity yesterday to put these 3 rivets first, and they came out very clean and very nice. Then I used the new squeezer yoke that I made that have a 4-inch reach to do the left and the right here to rivet the counterweight rib. And now we're gonna see the entire operation for drilling the hole at one time. This is very good. Just have to compress it just a little bit more. Okay. Just a note, when I did this side, I found that the 3-3.5 rivet was too short, and I had some extra 3-4 rivet and I used it, and it looks pretty good. So I'm doing this side also with 3-4 rivets, and that's what I have over here. So I have to readjust my squeezer to accommodate for that. And let's see. And I think that hooked up very well. We just have to check it. Perfect. 143. And to explain what I did here, in Van's manual, it said you might have to peel the trailing edge a little bit to be able to get to the last two rivets, and that's exactly what I did. And I put a little bit of wedge to hold it open so I can do it because I'm by myself. That was easy enough. What I'm doing, I like to hold my squeezer this way. Instead of, I just feel uncomfortable doing it, especially in narrow spots. That's why I put the rivet, then flip the rudder over and squeeze it. So now, to follow the manual, at this point we're supposed to put this in here, and I think it's gonna be a bear. Now, this rivet that I just squeezed, I have no way of measuring the shop head on this rivet. And our go no go gauge, I can't get it in there, and when I do, I can't see or feel if it's working or not. So I'm just using my mirror that have a light, and I went in there and I kind of figured that this shop head looks good. It needs to be squeezed just a tad more to be on the safe side. So I'm gonna have it go in just a little bit more. The last rivet on the rudder horn brace is also very difficult. I managed to get it with the longeron yoke, and you have to be really careful with that. So I have one more to go. Very good. Both yokes that I have purchased have a bigger radius. That's why I'm using my own to try and do this. Yeah, it gets in there very well. Since I finished all the riveting on the bottom of the rudder there, I started riveting the counterbalance rib to the skins. And I was really afraid of the holes over here don't line up, because I really had a hard time putting that on earlier. But it worked out okay, not bad. And riveting, I am using my own no-hole yoke that I made, so I can reach all the way in there with ease. I have no problem, because this is 4 inches. What you have to be careful with, these 2 holes on top of the rudder, you don't rivet those, because I believe this will go with the top rib. So, and we're not going to put that on there now, so we can't do these 2, but we can do these 2 and that one in the middle, and this is what I'm about to rivet now. Yeah, very good. Beautiful. Now I will finish riveting the rib to both skins. I feel much more comfortable now that I managed to get these 3 rivets in. With this yoke, I think it's downhill from there. I'm going to go ahead and film a little close-up on what we got over here. This is it for today. I will try and catch up with my manual before I start again. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.